American archaeologist Professor Neil Schmidt has been studying the Mogao Grottos, a World Heritage archaeological site in the Gobi Desert of northwestern China, for the past 35 years. Dug into a cliff above a river on the edge of the oasis town of Dunhuang, the earliest of these painted Buddhist grottos dates to the 5th century AD. For 1,000 years, they were added to and expanded by successive peoples and dynasties. Today, hundreds remain intact, their exquisite murals and statues painting a vivid picture of the history of this ancient Silk Road outpost that captures the evolution of art, religion, and culture. Today, we'll explore how almost 700 years after the last cave was finished, Dunhuang's legacy continues to influence everyday life. This branch of the Northwest Normal University is the only institution of higher learning in the town. Professor Schmidt has an appointment at Dunhuang College. The college's mission is to train talented individuals to create and disseminate new forms of Dunhuang-inspired culture.
所以今天我们去敦煌学院看一下这里的舞蹈课，但是我不知道是哪一种的。所以是
维族、敦煌舞都有。
OK， 那好，太好了。
In addition to being a research professor at the academy, Neil is also a visiting professor at Dunhuang College, which gives us the unique opportunity to take a closer look at some of its courses.
到现在是第6个年头，已经有2届学生毕业。然后在这儿我们有30多个老师，本来是有400多个学生，但是大四呢要去兰州读，然后其实相当于是在敦煌有1到3年。
Dance majors at Dunhuang College learn all kinds of traditional dance, including Dunhuang Dance, a new form of classical Chinese dance inspired by the Dunhuang murals.
Dance is a living form of art. There are performances that are played and then end. And for that reason, we know little about the dance of the Tang Dynasty. But here in the Mogao Cave, we have thousands of images that depict dance and dance performances. And it's these images that allow us to reconstruct, but also recreate and make new creations of dance here today in China.
With preparations completed, we now have the opportunity to watch the students go through their moves under the watchful gaze of their instructor. Dunhuang Dance is a modern creation that draws inspiration from ancient cave art. Carrying Chinese lutes, which are called pipa, the dancers recreate the poses in the frescoes, add movement and music, and create a dynamic new art form that melds the energy of today with the essence of the past.
那么刚才看的这个小琵琶，其实就是说，就是拿着琵琶，我们再做了一段就是比较活跃的，把它作为一个就可能集市上的一段，就是说一段舞女，然后呢，他们舞伎这样子的一个形象，然后他们去跳，对，正好。
所以这些舞蹈动作是从50年代开始发展，或是
敦煌舞真正呈现就是从《丝路花语》这个舞剧，1979年的时候改革开放到现在有40年，40年。但是这是这个舞种的诞生，但真正说把这个舞蹈作为课程，然后呢，其实是高金荣老师开始，也是从当时的大概40年左右的时间他创作的，然后创作一套课程，就从头手眼脚，然后就开始去规定他的那个造型应该在哪里，怎么样？对。然后呢，我们作为在这里离得这么近，你去研究这个东西，其实也有我们自己的理解，然后自己的理解加上这个东西，可能出来的就会就是不一样。那么它就是一个在发展的过程，尤其像我们老一辈的人已经老了，那我们年轻人再去研究的时候，有我们的一个理解的一个世界。对，
是。那有没有一个敦煌舞蹈
派？其实分很多派，但是还好，就是敦煌舞这个舞种，其实可能在这个敦煌在全国比较热点，但是呢，敦煌舞其实作为所有的舞种来讲，它还是一个小舞种，目前来讲是小众一点，但其实它应该是一个更大的东西，对，所以呢，目前还比较小众，但再慢慢发展。
The inspiration that Dunhuang culture brings to modern artistic creation is evident not only in the realm of dance, but also in the field of painting.
So I'm standing here in front of the Mogao Caves, and all along this cliff face, for a good kilometer or so, are hundreds and hundreds of caves. And within each cave is a wealth of art, a wealth of Buddhist art, of human creativity. And caves are no longer built anymore today, but we still dig out the creativity, we still use the resources now for new works of art in the 21st century. In the Mogao Caves, there are thousands and thousands of paintings, and these paintings are unique for the information they give us about people's lives during the Tang Dynasty, for example. But they also give us an understanding of how people created art. And if we look at one particular cave and one small spot in the cave, we find something very, very interesting. In this cave, cave 172, there's a large tableau. This is called a Jingbian or Bianqiang. And in a very, very small spot in this large painting, we've discovered something fascinating. In fact, not we, one person in particular by the name of Dou Wei. And he's an artist here at the Academy, and he discovered something unique.
That discovery was finding unexpected traces of an ancient Buddhist decorative gold leaf technique called kirikane. Today, Professor Schmidt is on his way to visit him to find out a little bit more. Dou Wei has been interested in the Dunhuang murals since he was at university. After graduating from Beijing's Central Academy of Fine Arts, he continued his studies in Japan at the University of Tsukuba and then at the Tokyo University of Arts, where he obtained a dual master's degree in mineral pigment painting and the preservation and restoration of cultural relics. In 2017, Dou Wei returned to China to work at the Dunhuang Academy, copying and conserving murals.
这边是那个去年成立的资本保存修复工作室，主要是负责那个研究院那个陈列中心的，它收藏的临品，的修复，坏了之后要修理，但是将来他希望可以修一些就是敦煌的之前的藏经洞的一些经卷，那去我的画室吧，对。
This is where Dou Wei and his Japanese wife, Etsuko Aiba, work. Because of COVID-19, Etsuko is not able to return to China at the moment, so he's working on his own.
所以他的妻子在哪？
我的爱人在日本。
对，
这是他的位置。
他妻子是日本人。跟我是 唯一的两个老外在。
我们认识的时候是我爱人来研究院1年之后，跟那个是认识的。那个时候那边工作室还没建立呢，主要是在这边画那个创作和临摹。创作方面就是这个工作室有看到的颜彩绘画。颜彩绘画其实就是敦煌壁画。敦煌壁画它就是用那些矿颜色绘制的。中国的美术史它已经就是算是把这部分已经抛弃了，就是水墨为主嘛。对。但是敦煌这边呢还有这样的风格。是研墨。就是。
Today, kirikane is thought of as a Japanese technique, but it first reached Japan from China during the Tang Dynasty in the 7th century. Kirikane makes use of slivers of gold, silver or platinum leaf to make delicate geometric patterns. It's a decorative technique, often applied directly to statues or on top of murals.
The Mogao Caves offer us a lot of resources, artistic resources, of course, religious resources, all sorts of material to understand the past. And one of the very fascinating things about the Mogao Caves is that there's a single example of gold leaf, this artistic technique that used to be prevalent in China, but is now lost. But in fact, what we learn is that this technique actually comes from Egypt, passes across Eurasia into China. And here at Dunhuang, in the Mogao Caves,
2年前有一个日本的一个东京艺术大学的一个老师，他也是做结晶的。然后我们一起去看那个洞窟的时候，我们就发现这个好像应该不是石化的。
哇，我不知道是新的
之前是不知道，之前是原画。
真有意思。
最后我又跑了几个洞窟，其他的洞窟也有。
我们应该也去看。因为我是真的想要看这些洞窟。我们说 through your eyes， 用你的眼睛看，因为你懂我意思。
对，有2还有444窟窿，还有其他的窟窿。我估计可能更多的也有，只不过是因为时间太长了，它会有很多灰。是，就是因为不让碰嘛，看不到。还有一个特别有意思，就是在苏州博物馆，它有一个镇馆之宝，它叫那个珍珠舍利宝床，它里面是放舍利的。它整个这么一个装饰，它的表面花纹都是结晶，但是就是介绍的文章，包括书里面都没有任何记载，就是那些人记载的是画出来的，但是目前这个还没有记载。
This may be because, although kirikane was practiced in China in the past, it gradually fell out of use. Now, thanks to Dou Wei, the technique is once again being practiced in one of the places where it was used in the past.
所以目前这个就是结晶的话，在中国是没有人在做的。可能会有一些留学生，像我一样的留学生去日本，他有一些了解，他回国他知道，但是他没有就是说就是专业在做这个事情。目前我是一部分的精力，主要在做这部分的。就是自己的作品。它的制作方法呢，就是用这种金箔。这种金箔的话，是可以1/1000毫米的薄度。这个金箔完了之后呢，1张太薄了，它无法操作，需要用4张，用这个工具去把它去烧制一下，加热。加热烧制一块，产生一个厚度。产生厚度之后呢，我们去用这种特制的这种竹刀去裁它的它的皮，完了之后呢，就通过这种粘合液以及这种工艺的方法去把它贴到壁画上，贴到壁画。古代的人的话，通过这种黄金的气质表现这种佛画、佛像的崇高。包括佛要贴金嘛，
对，佛要贴金。
但是有一段时间是皇帝是叫什么，禁止佛像贴金和用金，所以那段时间的话就这种技术，包括佛像的贴金就很少有了。
有没有你以前画的那个小小的作品？
作品的话都不在这边，都在家。一般这样的工作，我会在家里面非常静心的去做。古代的人，就是没有灯， 没有灯，他会拿个蜡烛，去看那个壁画，或者是洞窟里是暗的嘛，
对，
或者是佛画，它是古代是拿蜡烛的，拿蜡烛它照在上面会更亮，会更亮，
反光，
对，反光会更亮，可以试一下。
OK，
关灯太暗，
点蜡烛，
对，
点蜡烛，
可以，
还可以。
这样有，挺闪光的，对。
哇，
反光
，amazing。
So the oasis of Dunhuang and the Mogao Caves were once a place of intense communication and interaction. Interaction between cultures, religion, ideas, and of course people. And all that came together in the Mogao Caves, which exemplify these unique forms of communication and dialogue. But the caves were forgotten for 1,000 years. And it's only now that artists like Dou Wei and Etsuko have come here to have a new dialogue, a dialogue with the art and the human creativity in the caves to create new works and share those works with the world.
Much like their ancestors, who were also inspired by what they saw in the grottos, today's young artists are using elements from the past to create new art. From Dou Wei and his reintroduction of the kirikane technique, to the dances inspired by ancient frescoes, Dunhuang's cultural heritage is not just confined to museums. Through exhibitions and performances, it has entered everyday life. And as it continues to evolve, this creates a cultural bond that links the modern oasis city with its rich historical past.